Venice is gearing up for the spectacle of the year. Jeff Bezos exchanging vows on a $500 million superyacht, chandeliers crashing against marble halls, and hundreds of A-list guests vying for a glimpse. But while the lagoon tides rise for that fairy tale fate, his once partner MacKenzie Scott quietly pulled off something utterly unbelievable. No cameras, no headlines, just one single act that left the world reeling. You won't hear about it on the red carpets or in the society pages, and that's exactly why it's the story no one saw coming. From June 24th through 26th, Venice has transformed into the epicenter of a billion-dollar fairy tale. Gondolas gliding past palazzos draped in orchids, marble courtyards lit by swaying chandeliers, and a $500 million superyacht bobbing in the lagoon to ferry 100 of the world's wealthiest guests. Every narrow alley feels like a red carpet entrance while helicopters buzz overhead carrying cameras desperate for the perfect shot. But it isn't all glamour. Local residents have staged protests, unfurling banners from the Rialto Bridge and paddling inflatable crocodiles through the canals to decry the disruption, sky-high rents, and lost local services. Streets that once bustled with everyday life are choked by security checkpoints and convoys in designer limousines. Yet, while Venice's ancient stones tremble under the weight of opulence and outrage, someone far more unexpected has stolen the spotlight. From the moment their divorce finalized in 2019, MacKenzie Scott walked away with roughly $36 billion and then proceeded to vanish from the spotlight while rewriting the rules of philanthropy. Imagine inheriting a small nation's GDP and deciding that the flashiest red carpet entrance is quietly handing out cash with zero strings attached. In just a few short years, she's gifted over $19 billion to hundreds of organizations battling everything from food insecurity to racial justice. No press tour, no donor dinners, no ego-driven fanfare. Instead, she sends one-line emails announcing you've got the money and moves on to the next chapter of transformative giving. It's the polar opposite of a billionaire's showy trophy project. Instead, each grant is a whisper in the chaos, a seismic shift beneath the radar. And as Venice buzzes about yachts and gowns, Scott's silent generosity is the headline no one expected. As news of Venice's extravaganza spread, social feeds exploded, yet not with criticism of MacKenzie Scott, but with praise so loud it drowned out every gondolier's horn. One viewer on X marveled, she didn't just win her freedom, she redefined what power looks like. Class act, period. Another chimed in, while we scroll through yacht selfies and designer gowns, she's out here flipping the script with quiet generosity. Now that's true influence. A third commented, Bezos buys a wedding, MacKenzie buys change, who really has the last laugh within hours. Hashtags like hashtag Scott stand up and hashtag quiet queen were trending higher than hashtag BEZOS big day. The contrast was undeniable. Where Venice's opulence stole the headlines, Scott's unspoken move stole the hearts of thousands. Proof that sometimes the most powerful statement is made in whispers. MacKenzie Scott's quiet crusade sits in stark relief against the fireworks of Bezos's Venetian pageant. On one side, you've got a cast of hundreds spiraling through gilded halls, chandeliers glimmering like diamonds, and a superyacht cruising the Grand Canal as if it owns the place. On the other, a former spouse who skipped the limelight entirely. No designer dress, no paparazzi ambush, not even a hint of social media fanfare. Her generosity unfurled beneath the radar. Millions funneled into grassroots nonprofits, communities lifted in silence while the world's cameras panned elsewhere. It's the billionaire equivalent of whispering in a hurricane-powered cloak. In humility, impact hidden from the glare, but that wasn't the whole story. In a world dazzled by billion-dollar weddings and flashing paparazzi lights, perhaps the loudest statement is the one never uttered. MacKenzie's silence speaks volumes louder than any ceremony ever could. She traded gold leather invites for grassroots impact, proving that real power doesn't need a spotlight. So tell me, what do you think her quiet move really means? Drop your theory in the comments, hit subscribe if you're hungry for more deep dives, and stay tuned because the next story you didn't see coming is just around the corner.